Welcome to These Bad Feet, Season 2. We're on a new map on Darzzr. If you've been watching some of the other guys on this map, on this server, you will have seen some of the stuff around here already. This is a village that's near my place, out in the wetlands. And there's not really any villagers around anymore. There used to be, but we didn't really take care of them. And I think if it wasn't the water, it was the mobs. And the crops seem to have gradually disappeared as well. But we've been making progress. We've been making fast progress, and I'm going to hop my way over to where there's a path, very badly. Yeah, I haven't been making videos for a couple of weeks because I had real life intrude in a horrible way into my Minecrafting little world of joy. And that's still ongoing, but I'm making a little bit of effort tonight to make a new episode. We've got Atmos mobs back temporarily. It won't be lasting forever. This is a pufferfish. There we go. That won't be lasting forever because the starfish are too bugged. They keep replicating themselves and spawning. There is a path all the way through these wetlands, but anyway. So I never seem to be able to make it. I never seem to be able to find it. That's the trouble. It's probably just over there. No, it's not. I don't often come out here because it is a right pain to walk around. Anyway, this is basically the rough area where I decided to set up my base. Spawn is over there. I've turned off the waypoints at the moment on the main view. You can see on the mini-map where some of them are. And also the this, I think it's void map we're using. There's spawn over there. Void map allows us to see where mobs are as well, which is useful. It's much more safe, basically, prowling around caves and so on, if you can see what's coming up behind you. That's also... I thought those were turned off. That's Atmos mobs bees, isn't it? Anyway, that is where I live. See the big D on it? It's carved into the side of the mountain. We will just go up there. I won't teleport up there this time. We will go up. This is still a very primitive entrance. This is where my original mines were. This is where my first quarry was. Don't want to go down there. You fall down. As you go up, you'll suddenly find that there's a sudden change. It suddenly looks rather more finished. And I tell you what, we'll actually start at the top and work down, because this is a multi-layer base, and whoa, lag. I think that's the old chicken lag, isn't it? So yeah, up here, this is where my rubber farm is. It's not particularly well arranged, but oh, this is my silverwood tree floating in the sky. But it gives me enough rubber to use. That little farm. This is the sleeping area. This is my balcony where I can look out and I can see all the way to the edge of spawn. Oh, where's that path? You see the path that goes through the wetlands? There? That line there. You can just see the very edge of the fence there. If I zoom in with Optifine. It's my current render distance, of course. So yes, we've got the balcony. And that chicken is a glitch. He's actually in there in my chicken farm. These are my normal crops. This is my cow farm. Geronimo has very kindly connected me into the rail system, and that allows me to travel around to other bases. I'm a subsidiary of Viking Ventures now as well. Basically, there's two groups on the server that I know of. There's the Combine Conglomerate, which is Falaron's group, and then there's Viking Ventures, which is Graloth's group, so that's who we are. This is my mushroom farm. This is where I've got my early food. I haven't used it for a long time, but it's still there. And strange music plays in there from time to time. Next level, this is where all the fun stuff is. This is my sorting system. I actually have a sorting system now. I've got a quarry running at the moment. I'll show you that in a minute. The penguin disco... Should I run it? Let's run it. These will light up in a second, he says. They should do. Oh no, they won't, because the okay, no, they won't light up. Let me fix that, because it's just something I just did today. Actually, I started to disconnect that. What that is, that's a collection of geothermal generators connected to a. You can see there it's an ender tank of lava. Now, what we need to do. I want to connect this to the right thing. That's the trouble. This should connect to. Oh, well, don't worry about it. If I was running this, these lights would flash every so often, and because I've got the penguins here, I'll just call it the penguin disco. Just ignore that. I don't want to risk blowing anything up at the moment. So, we have basic machines, very basic machines. We have high voltage here. Stand here to recharge. So yeah, we're using the power converter's recharger connected to my high voltage. Originally this was my source of high voltage, and quite a good source it is too. I was able to run my quarry off it, and then, as I gradually got more bits and pieces together, just seeing how that's getting on, I then switched to a good old friend, the Ultimate Hybrid solar panel, which is now up there, and that is basically powering everything at the moment. An Ultimate Hybrid up there that's keeping that topped up, and then we go through transformers, power converters, that goes to the quarry, just like it did on the old map. I've lost my way. We're now using red power. I didn't really bother with red power before, but I'm using red power sorting machine now to it's sending a lot of stuff to void at the moment. That's because the quarry's at that stage at the moment where it's just digging through stone and dirt. Everything else automatically goes into the pneumatic pipes and ends up where it's supposed to go. Quick look through here, you'll see ore magnets and exotic woods and things. You'll realise pretty quickly where I've been putting my quarries. I've been using Twilight Forest. So I've got things like maize stone and all sorts. Cicadas, you know. That's a good place to put quarries. You can put them on hollow hills and just make tons of stuff really quickly. Also, I've been basically just doing the usual Twilight Forest stuff. I defeated a Lich today. Been taking on various bosses, some more successfully than others. Right, so there we go. We've got some. Oh, actually got some iron ore going through there as well. So the great thing about pneumatic pipes, if you haven't used them before, is they do automatically route to wherever you need stuff to go. So the iron ore is being sent to here. There it goes. And the maize stone will be on its way round to here. And that's all automatic. Of course, pneumatic pipes are basically the most simple thing in red power, really. So that's not really a surprise if you've done any of that. But it just it surprised me when I first discovered how simple it was to set up a sorting system like that. It really amazed me. I remember seeing Graloth's ones and thinking it must be so complicated. It's actually not. And the whole thing, I think, is run off one or two solar panels. It's really not. It's really not complicated. So let's go and have a look at the next level down. This is where I have my enchanting facilities. I have my nether wart and sugar. And as I go down to the next level, this is my portal room. Now, right now we don't have Mistcraft anymore, because there's no way to control permissions of who creates ages. We don't have dimensional doors anymore either. When we started we did, and that was a great mod, but there were stability problems. But currently I have my Twilight Forest portal here and my Nether portal here, and we'll go to the Twilight Forest. Now, which makes me laugh, when you first appear here, you can usually see animals just falling through the sky. I think I saw a couple there. Maybe it's because I'm recording and not seeing so many. But anyway, what I will do is immediately go to the waypoint of my quarry. So here we are, just waiting for it to load up. A little bit of lag when we first arrive. I think it's worse in Twilight Forest because the vegetation is so much more complicated. It takes longer for the server to send it down. So anyway, these hollow hills, they're slightly larger than the maximum size of a quarry. So I've been doing it in sections. There we go, we had a little bit of lag there. Currently, I've got it over the top of a huge tree. One of the actual huge Twilight Forest trees. Turn on my jetpack. And there's some birds on there. But I do that because it's a good way of getting vast amounts of wood very easily. And you can see how much wood there is in one of these things. Whoa! Every time that happens, I think, you know, I'm going to take damage. But of course you don't take damage from those things. There was a lake on top of this hollow hill. And as you can see, it's kind of made a cast of the hill. You can see it more easily on the other side. It's annoying, these occasional lag spikes. So there we have a water hollow hill. And you can see all sorts of weird and wonderful animals appearing in the mini-map. Thanks to Twilight Forest. I should say the first couple of hollow hills that I did on this map, I did do them perfectly straight. You know, I didn't mess around with them. You know, I didn't put quarries over them. I just went inside, fought all the enemies off, wiped out the spawners, and got the chests. But once I'd done it a couple of times, I thought, oh, what's the point? What's the point? We know what happens. We know they've got good stuff inside. And I just spotted that lapis thing over there. It is annoying, this. We seem to get a lot of these lag spikes out in Twilight Forest. The other thing I will say about Twilight Forest is it's an... Look at that. That would be really hard to engineer any other way, wouldn't it? Looks like a jelly mould. Jelly mould. Other great thing about Twilight Forest, because I've really been working at Twilight Forest this time, this is my mod of choice, is it's a good place to get leather, and I didn't get it that time. Just because I was recording, it didn't produce leather. But those stags, those deer, they seem to respawn really quickly. You can clear them all out of an area and they come back really fast. And there we go, I've got 2 leather there. And this is an unenchanted sword. And it's fantastic if you need to make books in quantity. Have I explored that little hut? Let me have a look. It's singing to me. Oh, I haven't. Is this one of those... Oh yeah, it's got an underground. I like these. I like these. I can't believe this is so close to that hill, actually, and I didn't know it. Oh, it's silly with these big quarries. I'm there doing this, you know, still picking up individual bits of ore. I don't know. Caving is a relaxing thing, isn't it? Caving, picking up the occasional bit of ore just for fun. Except you can feed the beast. There's so many ores that they just keep going. There we go. As far as I'm going to go. So let's see what's in here. Glistering melons, 2 water bottles, flower pot, steak, rotten flesh, cooked fish. Not bad. I mean, yeah, I could have had some diamonds in it, but that's not bad at all. Always worth opening up the floor of one of these ruined huts. Always worth it. And I'll send all that stuff back, I think. Water bottles, chest, ores. Of course, I don't have automatic processing yet. Other people have done that, and I might do that later. So we're back, and the cicada's singing up there, happily away, and the penguin is looking at some art. Well, there's 2 penguins, actually. Where's the other one? Oh, he's on the uncrafting tables. They spend a lot of time just standing on these uncrafting tables and staring. Don't you? Yes, you do. That's why I've actually got 3 of these next to each other. You only need 1, but I kept finding them, and the penguins like them so much. I think he's actually going to go up. No, he's not. Anyway, so yeah, that's all from these penguins on these bad feet on the new map. They're creepy. They turn around at the same time. And I will see you again next time. Please remember to like and subscribe.